The information presented is for informational purposes only. The opinions expressed are not necessarily the opinions of any Daikin company. This information should not be confused for accounting, legal, medical, or other professional advice. Please seek advice from a qualified professional for any specific questions.
Welcome to the Accelerated HVAC Success program. My name is Ben Middleton. I'm the National Sales Training Manager for the Goodman, Amana, and Daikin brands. Today, I'm joined here with Jim Steffey. He is the National Sales Trainer for the South Division. Jim, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, Ben, it is a pleasure to be here with you.
Hey, Jim, I know you've been on here before and you've told everybody how you got into HVAC. For those that didn't listen to that episode, could you just give us a quick background on how you got into the industry?
Yeah, it was planned. I was in Arizona and I was in the flooring industry and was working with builders, and they could see the economic downturn coming in the 2000s. And I wanted to be in an industry that was recession proof. And in Arizona, that meant HVAC. I went to work for one of the manufacturers there, and a long meandering journey. And now I'm here at Daikin.
Well, we are so glad to have you here. It's been fun having you work with our contractors, with our territory sales managers and our distributors. And you've been helping us, understand more about this Daikin Rebate Center that we have built and put together.
Yeah, one of the least utilized tools right now in our industry is the tax credits that are available, the energy rebates that are available from the local companies, and it's our fervent hope that dealers start using these more, take advantage of these energy rebates that are available. The Hardy data showed us that the South Division, my beloved South Division, it only gets used 16% of the time. And in the Northeast, it's 38% of the time. I mean, 62% of the people in the North didn't take advantage of rebates, and 84%, if I can still do math, in the South. And I really think it's a disservice to the end customers. If there are energy rebates available, then please let's get that into play.
Well, not to mention, I mean, it can be a big differentiator if I only have 16% of my competitors using it in a marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, we have our new selling at the kitchen table strategy. And when you look at how you can differentiate yourself, if these are the actual numbers, if this is really what's going on, this is a huge differentiator and can make a big difference in whether you make a sale or don't make a sale at the kitchen table.
So probably the biggest thing I hear from contractors is they tell me, Ben, it's just too complicated.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Oh, yeah. I have to do math. I have to look at things. I have to calculate. And it is a bit convoluted. And that's why the new Daikin Rebate Center is really important. I think it's a fantastic tool for them to make it really simple. You plug in some variables into it, and it spits out the local rebates and the tax credit information, and even gives you the forms to fill out. It makes it just as easy as you could possibly get to have a tool that works at the kitchen table.
So I'm going to go to DaikinComfort.com, and I'm going to find the tool there, correct?
Yep.
And once I go to DaikinComfort.com and I find the Daikin Rebate Center, tell me how it works.
Well, the first thing you do is you put in the customer's address.
Okay.
And then it's going to take you step by step. Are you replacing an existing heat pump? Are you existing a gas furnace system? Are you, what are you replacing? It even has plumbing rebates if you're putting in hydronic systems and the other things that are, but we'll stick to HVAC. And it asks a series of questions, and you just go through the list. You answer yes, no, I'm going to put this in. Here's the SEER rating that I'm going to use with my matchup. Here's the information. And at the end, when you get to the end of it, it spits out, here's what's available for this location. Very specific to the local rebates, what the local energy companies, if any of the local municipalities are offering a rebate on top of that. And then it gives you the information on the 25C tax credit that's available.
And it will literally give you all of the forms, right?
Yeah, it gives you all the forms. It really takes the guesswork, and I think it relieves a lot of the apprehension that contractors have is that I don't know where to get it. I don't know what to do. And I think the best thing to do is ignore it. Well,
Hmm.
here, we're going to give you a tool that gives you all this information, gives you the forms, and off you go. And it just really makes it as simple as possible.
Well, Jim, that sounds it sounds amazing. So you've been kind of walking through this and doing it. You've put a lot of different scenarios into the platform.
I have. I've looked at, when I look at it, I picked a location in the Northeast, in Boston, Massachusetts
Yeah.
was a lucky winner, and I picked San Diego, and then I picked St. Augustine, Florida, for obvious reasons. That's where I'm from. And it pulled up, every time it pulled up the rebates accurately, where you can, this is what it gets. This is the local rebates available. Here's the federal tax credit. Here's in some places like Los Angeles County, San Diego County, they actually have independent rebates. So there's an energy company rebate, the local municipality rebate, the federal tax credit. And when you start to combine these things, you can really save your customers. It really makes an impact on your sales because you're getting them what they deserve for putting in the right system.
Nice. And in many cases, you're getting thousands of dollars that the customers may be eligible for.
Oh, absolutely. The Boston, Massachusetts, you can get up to, I think it's $10,000 in rebates, just depending on what you're switching out and what you're doing. It can be up to $12,000. It depends on the size of the system and the overall cost of the system. But there's a tremendous incentive for putting in a system that matches the qualifications. And
So my understanding is initially this is going to go to a select group of metropolitan markets that it's going to be rolled out into. And then after that, they're just going to start to expand it out across our entire footprint across all of North America.
Yep, that's correct. It'll start in the 70 largest markets in the United States. And by largest, I mean what's offering the most incentives. And that will eventually encompass all of the United States.
Okay. So, I mean, dealers should check with their territory sales manager.
Absolutely.
And
get with your territory sales manager. Have them bring it up for you, show you how to use it. It's got some steps to it, but it's fairly simple to use. You're clicking yes or no. You're putting in some really basic information that you're going to have because you've already produced the system for the customer. And it takes maybe 5 minutes to do it all. Maybe.
And then they can also go to the HVAC Learning Campus and they can find some on-demand training.
Yep, we're actually putting together a training module for it. They can watch it happen live in person, and off we go.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for being here. I mean, this is great. This is wonderful. Do you have any last words of wisdom or thoughts that you want to share with our viewers?
Oh, I have lots of thoughts. How much time do we have? As we're rolling through the change to A2L, and as we're starting to see improvements in the economy, it's really important that you keep pace with your customers' demands. It's not just base grade equipment anymore that customers are asking for. They want energy efficiency. They want to save on their utility bills. And side discharge makes such a huge difference in energy efficiency, quiet, long-term sustainable energy usage. And it's so important that you actually have a plan to offer these to the customers. And then when you can put the rebates on top of it, boy, do you really differentiate yourself in the marketplace.
Jim, thank you so much.
Oh, more than welcome.
Really appreciate you being here. And for all of you that are out there, if you liked this episode, please go ahead and hit that like button. Also, make sure that you hit the follow button so that you can be informed of all of our upcoming episodes. And until next time.